the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first at Miller Park. It's now 3-0 Los Angeles. Sanchez gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Stepping into the box, Hernan Perez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Danny, this LA Dodger ball club, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, look out for Lorenzo Cain as this game moves along. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Sanchez, or the Sanchez as he's been called, he was selected in the first round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They trail in this one 3-0. At the plate, Aaron Sanchez. They'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gamble sprinting after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Second baseman.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive, base hit. So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor.
Bro, that's so. God damn, this is hitting me.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Lindor makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He pulls into second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Now batting.
Man, if I was on the mound, I would not let this guy hurt me. He's been tearing the cover off the ball the entire series, and he drives 2 more in right here.
He is definitely a man on a mission, and he's making a huge impact. Here comes the Milwaukee skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. That ball hit high and deep. Stretch.
You can put it on board. Yeah. 7-0 Dodgers.
A 2-run shot that time for Mike Trout. Home run number 5 on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
Wow, that's a tough one. Certainly not the way you want to start your day as a relief pitcher, giving up a home run.
Now batting.
Into the box, Yohan Moncada. Hard liner to center field. And the Dodgers bats just keep going as this is extra bases as well. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Into the box now, Christian Yelich. Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Now batting. Catcher. JT.
Stepping into the box, JT Realmuto, a winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for NL catchers. First offering on its way. Takes this the other way to right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through into center field, base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Aaron Sanchez, trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit sharply toward the right side. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting. Second.
Boy, D-Roy, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But 6 runs here in the inning have taken a close game and broken it wide open. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 9 and the Brewers nothing.
Yep.
Coming to the plate now, Jesus Aguilar comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And the guy who brought home gold last year resides at second base in this one today. The ability to pivot with anybody in the game, turn in double plays, hand over fist. The ability to have range both right and left and makes all the routine plays.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. A ball and a strike. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, dear, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Here's the 0-2, and it's fouled away. Shaw on second. Thames is over at first with 1 away.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Now another 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Second baseman
trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself to stay back. I have to take pull side out of the equation, or that changeup's going to beat me.
Digging in, Brandon Woodruff. And it seems they've got to make something of this opportunity here if they've got any hopes of climbing back into this one. Behind 0-2 now. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. Brewers leave them loaded. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. 8 of their hits have gone for extra bases. So they're not only putting the ball in play and getting on base, they are doing so with authority. And that has this dugout feeling awfully good about themselves, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First offering on its way. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field.
Oh, my! It's gone! Santa Maria!
It's a solo shot for Frankie Lindor. His second of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Stepping in now, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya!
A solo shot off the bat of Jackie Bradley Jr. 7 home runs for him on the year now as the blowout continues.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in the series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Standing in now, Mike Trout. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Yohan Moncada tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see what he does for a follow-up act here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And this one bounds around against the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossoming.
Into the box, Christian Yelich. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 0-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away.
The catcher, JT.
Now at the plate, JT Realmuto, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. Hit high and deep out to left field. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And he is in there.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
Now Muncy with a swing and a deep drive to right, but that'll be off the right field wall. The throw into second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Hey, Hero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Gamble's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Dodgers lead this one 13-0.
We're back now for the Brewers' 3rd turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Entering the day, they ranked near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. And with 1 gone in the inning, let's give you a look at the current standings in the National League West entering play as you see where the Dodgers find themselves in the division race. And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. Head-to-head history with Aaron Sanchez. He's 0 for 7. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. Gamble is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a left-handed batter and thrower. He was taken in the 10th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
The 0-2 once more. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
In now, Lorenzo Cain. As he hits one on a line to left field. Yelich is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. Jacob Barnes answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Thames on the move. A dive, but it's off his glove. Throwing to second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. Signing in, Francisco Lindor. He was the winner of the AL Silver Slugger Award at shortstop a season ago.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile.
Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. Adios, pelota. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 3rd home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in 1 outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
Into the box now, Jackie Bradley Jr. And now this ball's in the air to deep right field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
From the belt, the pitch. Fouled off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field.
Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 2nd home run of the game as they just continue to pour it on here. Guys, do you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take the temperature of a lot.
Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center.
Oh, my! It's gone! Santa Maria!
A solo home run for Yoan Moncada. 2nd home run early in the year as the blowout continues.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
Stepping in now, Christian Yelich. Swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center, and he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit high and deep out to left field.
Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run.
JT Realmuto with a solo shot. Number 11 for him on the season as this lead got even wider. Almost can't believe I'm saying this, but that was the 8th home run of the game for these guys. How about this offensive performance?
Yeah, Matty V, one of the things you look for when you come to a Brewers game at Miller Park, you want to see Bernie Brewer go down the slide, and Bernie Brewer's fanny's got to be a little bit sore after this one.
Damn, one of my...
Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. So they finally step aside here after clubbing the opposing pitching for 4 home runs en route to 5 total scores. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Dodgers out in front 18-0. Settling in now, Jesus Aguilar. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Jesus.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right
Now
there.
batting,
He had to
third
stare down a
baseman,
really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Right side and right into the shift. Reined in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now in the box, Eric Thames, a base hit in his first trip. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. Grounded softly down the line toward first, but a foul ball. 1-1. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, and as you can see, they are way behind. In now, Aaron Sanchez, and an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance here this afternoon, and you have to say he's really earned it. Heading out towards shallow right. Thames is after it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The second baseman.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go DJ LeMahieu. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Hard on the ground towards short, and this is going to find its way into left for a 1. Francisco Lindor will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. First pitch of the at-bat. Liner in there for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Into the box, Jackie Bradley Jr. hit down the line at first, but this is foul for the first strike. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Thames going back to the track. Adios, pelota. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His second of the game as they just continue to pour it on here. Standing in now, Mike Trout. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. Haynes back to the track as he takes it for route number 2.
Now batting.
Ready now, Yohan Moncada. And if you've been following along, you know he needs only the single to complete a cycle.
Boy, this guy right here, that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of the ballpark, but a guy like this, if he has pop to hit it out to center field, I might have to think pitching this guy down and away down on the corner.
Wow, have a day. He's just completed the cycle, folks.
Wow, one of the toughest things to do in baseball, right? Hit for the cycle in one game, single, double, triple, homer, all in one game. Congratulations.
David Hess gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. In now, Christian Yelich. Line to the right side. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Moncada is on his way home. He'll score easily as they extend their lead even further.
Well, that run won't be charged against him, but he's still disappointed. His job is to shut the door down when they call on him, and he just couldn't get it done there.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Into the box now, Max Muncy. Line towards center field. Kane is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. They certainly know how to have a good time in Milwaukee, and I believe this may just be a brand new type of polka. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out. So one gone in the Milwaukee 5th, and that means the plug-and-play utility man Kike Hernandez will bat next. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
Got him.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, No walks up to this point, so he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
And he'll get there in plenty of time. Jeremy Jeffress gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. He's set. Here it comes. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here. High and deep to right center. After it is Kane. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, shortstop.
So 2 gone now for the Dodgers in the 6th. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. First pitch of the at-bat. Line toward the gap in left center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
The batter, the center fielder.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jackie Bradley Jr. And now following the 2-out double, he's got a chance to drive in a run here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at bat, his 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Lindor stands at second with 2 gone. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. And this one will bounce into the wall. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
The right fielder,
Mike Trout, will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. Bullet back up the middle. King is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. To the bottom of the 6th inning. The Dodgers lead it 23-0. Stepping in, Hernan Perez. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, I'm kind of running out of words to describe how incredible this winning streak has become. Every win just cements their legendary status, and it's not even over yet.
25-2 the final tally today. Los Angeles posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Aaron Sanchez earns win number 4 on the season, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. Freddie Peralta permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out in the NL West, Jackie Bradley Jr. had an outstanding day at the plate with 8 runs batted in as the Dodgers nabbed the win from the Brewers 25-2. They continue to raise the bar now with 24 consecutive victories. Entering the day's action, the Brewers are in 4th place in the NL Central, and the Dodgers are in 1st place in the NL West. The Cubs completed a 3-game series sweep as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 2-1. As of today, the Cubs sit in 2nd place in the National League Central, and the Diamondbacks are in last place in the NL West. The Pittsburgh Pirates amassed 14 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Giants 3-2. In the standings, the Pirates are in 1st place in the NL Central, and the Giants sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division. The Phillies swatted 4 home runs in this one as they toppled the Rockies 8-2. Heading into the day, the Rockies are in 4th place in the NL West, and the Phillies are in 3rd place in the NL East. Aristides Aquino smacked a home run and drove in 3, leading the Reds to victory over the Padres 8-3. As of right now, the Padres sit in 2nd place in the National League West Division, and the Reds are in last place in the NL Central. Wei-Yin Chen collected win number 3 this year as the Marlins got the best of the Nats 3-1. Entering the day's action, the Marlins are in last place in the NL East, while the Nationals are 2nd in the division. The Cards combined for 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Mets 3-1. At the start of the day, the Cardinals are in 2nd place in the NL Central, and the Mets sit in 3rd place in the National League East Division. The Yankees got 11 hits overall as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 4-1. As of today, the Yankees are in 1st place in the AL East, while the Royals sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division. The Tampa Bay Rays snapped their 5-game losing streak as they beat the visiting Red Sox 5-2. Heading into the day, the Rays sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division, and the Red Sox are 3rd in the division. The Twins only allowed 2 hits in the game as they beat the O's in Baltimore 3-1. As of right now, the Orioles sit in last place in the American League East Division, while the Twins division. The Braves brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 5-1. Entering the day's action, the Indians sit in 3rd place in the American League Central, while the Braves are atop the National League East Division. The Tigers broke up their 5-game losing skid as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 5-2. At the start of the day, the Tigers are in last place in the AL Central, and the White Sox are atop the division. The Angels totaled 11 hits as they took down the visiting Mariners 9-1. In the standings, the Angels sit in 4th place in the American League West, while the Mariners are 3rd in the division. Reese McGuire grabbed 3 runs driven in, leading the Blue Jays past the A's 7-3. As of right now, the A's are leading the AL West, and the Blue Jays are in 2nd place in the AL East. The Astros earned the 3-game series sweep as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 4-2. It was their 7th win in a row. Entering the day's action, the Rangers are in 4th place in the AL West, while the Astros are atop the division. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.